Oh no. Are we really like
Joy.
through 1/8? I mean, wow.
No, you get the math.
I get the math.
Yeah.
Yes. And
I thought it was more profound as I started, and then I really went downhill on that.
You really did. Unqualified, unsolicited, and totally honest opinions on midlife. I want to start by thanking our listeners because this has been so much fun. It brings so much joy in our lives. And I love hearing what feedback and how people are enjoying it and that they're sharing with their friends. I really appreciate it because that's how we grow. And we're not, we just want this to help people feel seen, heard, and bring a little smile and a couple little laughs in their day. And that we would be like, it just brings us so much awesomeness and joy, right?
Yeah.
So just want to start with a thank you and gratitude.
Awesome.
And on that note,
I just said that I think this could be our best episode ever. You never know.
I love that attitude.
You never know.
This really could be our best.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
We're calling our shot.
You be the judge. Or it could just be a fluff episode.
No.
I don't even know the topic.
It's not fluff. I know. This is what's so fun is you never know. It's like, buckle up. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So our lives, we're in our midlife, and I don't think it's ever gonna get less busy. Like our kids are still gonna need us. We're gonna pile stuff on our plate.
You mean like as we get older?
Yeah, I think there's always gonna be this. There's just gonna be stuff, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Everyone's life is always busy unless you completely shut it down and live in a cave.
But I think we think that things are going to get easier and better. But I think
new problems.
There's always new problems.
Yeah, there's like the diaper problem, and then there's the walking problem, and then there's like the teen problem, and then there's like they're at college or out in their world, and then you're probably worried about them problem,
Yes.
And then you got to worry about your own diaper problem.
Yes.
And walking problem.
Oh, God.
And then you die.
Yeah. But this is one of those, I say this a lot. It's a term I use, and I say microdosing joy, because we are in control of our own energy, no matter what stage of life we're in, and where our attention goes, our energy flows. That is like Tony Robbins said that. It is a thing. It is real. I'm not making that part up. I might have my thing is microdosing joy, but how
you coined that?
I copyright it. I don't know. I've never heard it anywhere.
You heard it here first. Boom.
Heard it here first. Boom, said it. But when I say it to people, they're like, "Oh my God," because microdosing is such a hot term right now.
You seem so punk rock.
And this, and I'm like, we should microdose joy. And I think when we say microdosing, like of anything, it's more palpable. It's more easy because it's like when you say self-care, people are like, "Oh, massages and this and hour-long things and meditation and a huge habit," and it's overwhelming, and so people don't even do.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So microdosing joy. I brought it up at a lacrosse tournament. People were like, I love that.
Yeah, because it's funny coming from you, because I don't think anything is micro in our world. Like we're all pretty like macro, large, and in your face. But I like it because I think what you're saying is it doesn't take a lot of time to set your head right. Right? You could literally 10, 15 seconds of just some sort of positive thinking or something that makes you happy or a meme or something that makes you laugh. Then you bring joy into your life. And the more you do that, your life will be full.
Right.
It's like this.
If
you got a cup full of shit, you got a cup full of shit. If you got a cup half full of shit and half full of joy,
who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a cup full of 3/4,
oh no. Are we really like
joy?
1/8. I mean, wow.
No, you get the math.
I get the math.
Yeah.
Yes. And
I thought it was more profound as I started, and then I really went downhill on that.
You really did.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's this term called toxic positivity. And I remember I'm like very triggered by this term because it's like, I am a positive person. I'm like, what's toxic positivity? But this isn't toxic positivity, but it's also like a frame
What
of
is
mind.
toxic positivity?
It's just like fake, like negative positivity. I don't know. I'm not going to give you the explanation. Google it if you want to, but it's neuroscience because our brains are wired for, it's like Velcro for negativity and Teflon for positivity, because it's like that fight or flight that
you're saying our brains want, it grabs hold of negative.
Yes. It's like,
I think we can fall down the negative world a lot easier than fall down the joy world.
And those habits, everything is safe, and anything out of like that,
like
is
punishing
unsafe.
ourselves, we like a little bit.
And it's like our ego, and we have this struggle. And so it's like, you're more prone. It's easier to be like, poor me, this sucks, I'm complaining. It's just easier.
Well, isn't it more muscles to smile than frown, right?
Yeah. No. I
Yes.
can't remember. Is it? No, I think it's easier to smile than frown.
Oh.
I can't remember. We really need to look up
I'm,
our shit.
I'm
But,
all
but
freaking good day.
in your defense, you don't even know what we're talking about. So you like flying real blind. So sorry, I didn't look up what takes more energy. But if
Wait, so, oh, it's less to frown and it's more to smile. No, that doesn't, but the cliche, oh,
I know it's
interesting.
like such a natural thing for me, but I really think this is a
Yeah.
good awareness because we are in control. We are the drivers of our energy car. Like how we have our day. We've talked about this in multiple episodes.
You
of
control a hell of a
covering
lot
this.
more than you think.
Exactly. And if you start, I like to start my day off great. And granted, my kids can throw me off. And
Yeah.
it's like life is starting, it's dodgeball. It's like emotional dodgeball that I'm feeling confident. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, "Ugh," trying to dodge. Sometimes I get
And then
hit. I'm like,
inevitably you get pinged
I
in
have
the
to take a
face.
time out.
Yeah.
But it's really having that intention of an awareness of that I'm in control of my energy. People can be asses to me all day long, but like it's just how to pick yourself up and also just stay in that, like exercising those muscles because it is a muscle. It's a practice. It's not like so much a mood, it's a practice. And having days, and I want to live a good, happy life.
Yeah.
And so I know that and it gives me more power when I know I'm in control of it. I'm not like a passenger in life. I am driving my
Sure.
car.
Yeah.
So if things go to rock me, I want to make sure I'm doing the little things to get me back on track and have good days, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And we're trying to teach our kids this.
Yeah.
And it is a practice. It's not like, oh, I got it, nailed it. I'm just
Well, you're
gonna
making
enjoy.
some hard choices sometimes. When someone
Yeah.
drags you down, you have to make the hard choice to be like, they're just having a bad day and I still kick ass. Boom.
Yeah.
And then you just
Yeah.
keep moving forward. But it's hard to do. Yeah.
Right. Because it's a practice.
Yeah.
It's like if you do these little sparks throughout your day, you're gonna be in a better place. It's like all you have to do is like 51%. 51%. And
You're already on the
mathing again.
yeah. Your day is more joy than poop.
I don't want to talk about a cup. 51% of the cup is full with joy over
Yes.
okay.
Now there's
Yes.
relevancy to my
51%.
stupidity.
We're not aiming for 100. That is impossible.
No, just more than
51,
half.
the majority, which
Yeah.
could be 1%,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, how do you find that you do this in your day? Like,
Me personally,
when you get, like, how do you feel like I just want to hear your tips and then,
I mean, I think in the morning, if I work out, it sets the day in the right direction, period. Like, that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
If I work out, burns energy, I feel better about myself because we just know working out is difficult and we know we have to do it. And so when you get that big check mark done quickly before the day gets running, that's a good one. But I think in my life, I've always said there's always two ways to interpret everything. There's a negative and a positive, no matter what is said to you. And it's your choice. We truly do choose.
So true.
We choose to be upset. We choose to be frustrated. And so it's just like, it's hard, but you have to just try to throw more of those, like heading in the right direction. You choose the positive side versus the negative. But, I get mad just like anybody else. And I get frustrated just like anybody else. And so
I know. And people look at me because they're like, oh, you're just so happy all the time. I'm like, it's a choice.
yeah.
Like,
Because you got Dark Barb in there.
oh, and I have to
Yeah.
call her out because
Yeah.
people are like, what? And then they see her and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's a thing.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
a killer.
Yeah.
Stone cold.
It's like the dark side of
Mhm,
my light
mhm.
side. But I love microdosing joy because there's those little moments you can do in your day. And like you said,
Go.
with the
I want to hear
negative-
some of these
like
moments
the
in your world.
negative thing, it's a snowball and it
Yeah.
will just keep getting bigger and bigger. And like our kids, like they'll wake up and they'll be like grumpy. And then inevitably something else will happen. They'll be like, I spilled my smoothie on my shirt. And then they'll be like, I stubbed my toe. And I'm like, don't go on the bus before you just change your
Yeah.
attitude. And like,
Yeah.
not kidding, gratitude is the fastest way.
I know that we have some themes here, I think, but like gratitude, it's life though.
It is.
Compliments.
It trickles into every area of your life.
truly does. It's amazing.
It does. I mean, we're in a season where a lot of people are overwhelmed, and you don't want me to talk about seasons because sometimes you're like, let's just like keep it. Anyone
No,
can
you
hear
talk about
anyway.
seasons.
Yeah, but like Christmas.
there's
season.
no rules here, Barb.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This is fun. No rules. I do way better. I'm like the color outside of the lines type of girl. So this is really fun. But
Okay.
Christmas time,
Yeah.
you're like joyous, awesome. But we lose the sight of the fun and joy because we're too overwhelmed and we cause stress and all this stuff. And it's like, I did a post about like focusing on the moments instead of mayhem. And people were like, thank you. And other people posted like, I'm going to do these little things. And it was kind of like microdosing joy. Like, I'm going to bake the cookies. I'm going to do, and we did our holiday episode about like focusing on what really brings you joy in this season.
Mhm.
And it's really doing those things. And then also I said, the weather has been bad and I was feeling gloomy. Like I was just like, not having my normal day and the normal things weren't working. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I was like, oh yeah, gratitude. I'm just going to be grateful. So, and they say, I know we laugh about they, like, they meaning
We
anyone but us. They.
Yeah,
It could
our
be
little phone devices gives us information, and there's we coined the they when we talk about some sort of information off that because we don't cite.
They could be Harvard. It could be,
It could be
Tony
anyway.
Robbins,
It could be.
Mel Robbins.
It runs the
Anyway,
gauntlet, but
yeah,
they is
yeah.
really
Maybe
important
we
and
should be the
smart.
Robbins instead of the Strats, and then we would like be more successful. Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins. Anyway, just kidding. But they
Mm.
now I'm lost track of mind, like my mind, what I was saying, because then we went into they. What was I saying?
You went into they.
I know, but before
I just ride the wave.
yeah.
I want to hear.
Oh,
We're going to put the book promo in right now, and then we can come back.
yeah. Do you have aging parents and you're still raising your kids? Then welcome to the sandwich generation. It can be super overwhelming, but I've got you. I wrote an ebook that helps you save time, energy, and money. And you can get your copy on thesandwichgen.com/ebook, and it will help you with all the things you need.
I want to hear what are some micro joy things to do.
Okay. So gratitude is the fastest and easiest.
And by gratitude, spell this shit out.
I'm going to.
All right, let's go.
Thank you for the invite. Walking in your door, showing you the PowerPoint.
All right, let's go.
Gratitude can be like when you wake up in the morning, we're talking 5 to 10 seconds. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful I had a good night's sleep. Oh my gosh, I'm grateful for my
So like
bathroom.
positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts, being grateful for what's in your life. I'm grateful for like when you peek on your kids and they're sleeping, best version ever. I'm grateful for these little creatures and beings. I'm grateful for like my day ahead. And they say like, and I'm just gonna they crazy.
Yeah.
But one great thing of a successful day is creating like excited anticipation. So I'm excited for, I'm grateful I get to go to lunch with my friends. I'm grateful I get to like putting on those lenses of looking for the good that is even in your day. Like we're not talking like, I'm grateful I have food in my fridge, which is awesome too.
Yeah.
But we can literally dial it down to the smallest little thing. I'm grateful my jeans fit. I'm grateful I bought myself a new pair of underwear. Like little things. I'm grateful my coffee tastes extra good today. Little things. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude.
Yeah.
And then
you start layering that, you're in that mindset moving into your day.
You are. Yeah. And you're going to start looking for the good. You're choosing the good. You're in the right lane. Actually, you're in the left lane because I like the left lane because you're like passing people. Like you're in the left lane. And I like left because anyway. But you're in a good space. And then if you want to like really elevate that, that's when I made that post when I was having a crummy day, I was like, here's the quickest way to elevate your mood. Be grateful. And then also text 3 people what you're grateful for.
Yeah, like if you think about something, I try to like, if I think about somebody, I send them, like if you think of good thought about them, and then you're like, hey, just thought of blah, 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 like, boom, and shoot them a...
And joy gives you more energy. Like you want caffeine, you want all these vitamins. This is a free, fast thing to do. And it's like, and you're really handling your dopamine levels and your what's the one, cortisol levels. Like your body's gonna like blah, blah, keep wanting to go into panic or this, or you have that meeting, oh, what are they gonna think, and you're like, all good, it's all good. And I think mantras, and I've talked about this before, I think if you're nervous, you're really you're like, I'm grateful, but it's not working. Tell yourself something, things work out for me. Today is awesome, because your brain will believe what you are saying, and then try and feel when you're in that gratitude practice or you're sending love to someone, because I have so many amazing people in my life.
Yeah.
I love calling them out because we don't hear enough. And I actually loved on one of my friends today that I so appreciate. She always shows up for me in many different ways. And I was like driving back from dropping dropping Maddie off at high school, and I was like, center of audio text. I've talked about audio text
Oh
before.
God, yeah.
I was late to the game. I freaking love them. Just you go.
I do the
text,
audio dictation.
whatever. I don't like the dictation because you're like, period. It like takes me out of my energy. I'm exclamation point. Period. I'm checking the spelling. Sorry, that's not how you do it, but that's how I feel about it.
Wait, so
But
what?
audio, I'm
You
just better spoken than written.
Yeah, you just get a big old
I'm
verbal like, blah.
you don't get, and I'm like annoying with exclamation points. I'm like, good morning. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, I'm like that now because long ago my brother and one of my good buddies was like, "You're a mean texter," and I was like, "I'm a mean texter," and it was like because you can't tell like
You can't get the
tone.
energy.
Yeah,
So I'm like, screw that.
Yeah, so then
You
I'm
get
always
it
like,
in my
"You're the
voice."
best." Six
And I'm-
exclamation
And when my voice comes through, I'm like, my love and Care Bear stare is coming at you.
Mm.
Feel it, receive it. Like, and I'm like, good morning. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking of you. And that is my,
I haven't gotten there yet, but
That's
maybe
my gift.
I could see some value.
yeah. And I was sent this appreciation text to my friend. And I was like, you always show up for me. I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you feel this. I hope you receive this. And she texted me back and she's like, I want to cry because my kids were like shits this morning. And here I was. I made sure this. I am rocking it. I am easy momhood. And what do I get? Nothing.
Yeah.
I get nothing.
Mm.
And she's like, and then boom, boom, whatever hers. I was trying to emulate the iPhone.
yeah.
I don't know. You choose
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah.
But she's like, and then I get this audio text from you. And she's like, I needed this. I so needed this today. And I'm like, everyone needs a, and I also coin like I'm a pocket cheerleader, but that's what I love doing. It's organic. Like I really do. Everyone has
Sure.
their awesomeness and they, and we don't get called out for it. And God bless our kids, but they are like in their own zone and they just expect that we're awesome. Right. Like, cause we are. Like they just expect that. And if we're not, they will let us know. Or if we drop the ball in any way, they'll let us know. But they don't say like you are awesome all the time, right?
Never.
And
well, I mean, yeah, I get.
And
it.
some people,
Yeah.
and I'm always out there and I always try and say, you are awesome, you are appreciated, you are needed because it's so true. And some people can't take that in because they're probably not in starting their day in gratitude.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they say they can't take it in, but it lands.
Yeah.
Like a good compliment lands no matter what.
Yeah.
They might not be able to receive it in front of you, or they might be like, like, oh, bashful or whatever, but it still lands. Like people appreciate it.
Right.
We all like to be recognized.
Yeah.
We want to know we have value.
And some people want to stay in the right lane, slow lane. They're like, nope. And I'm going to complain about traffic and I'm going to be, and I'm like, meanwhile,
It's easy.
I'm in the left lane playing some really good music, dancing in my seat and being like, and that's another thing you could do. All of us are Uber driving if for our kids, if our kids are not driving. So play the song. If your kid will not tolerate your music, when they get out, you have half a trip by yourself, alone time. Listen to make a joy playlist. I have my like uplifting play mix of like, if it's a workout mix, whatever, those things that you're like, yeah. 80s always makes me happy. Like that whole, I've talked about it before, like a walk up song that kids use when they're going to go bat or their pump up music before a game. We need that because when you feel it, that's when you're like, oh, it works. Instead of like, I am grateful for my hands because they help me make breakfast. It's like, no, feel it. Once you feel it, then your body's like calming down.
Yeah.
The crazy stress hormones are like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. There's no saber-tooth tiger. Okay. Like, we're not going to die. Okay. Like,
I had this really hard job a few years ago. Hard as in like, the production company I was working for made it harder than it needed to be. And it was soul crushing.
It was TPS reports.
It was soul crushing.
Stupid.
It was soul crushing.
Yeah.
And in the morning we were shooting on location and I would drive by myself and I'd play and I kind of crushed this song during this whole production period. And it was fantastic. It just worked for me. And it does help. Like you're just like, let's just it would get in the car and I'd be like, oh God, I'm about to go just crushed. And you put the music on and you're just starting to be like, oh yeah, okay. And you just get yourself right. And then you go in and you try and conquer that day. And I think that like that would help me reset so that I didn't bring yesterday's woes into the new day.
Yeah.
The new day yes, I was going to get hammered again and they were going to they crush me every day and fine. So be it. But I guess you can kind of fool yourself into being like, today's a little bit better. Today I'm going to get it or however that is.
It's fooling yourself.
Yeah.
It's also making that choice of like, hey, I'm in a crappy situation. Like it's not, that's life, right?
Yeah.
Like, our niece just started a new job and I go, how do you like it? And she's like, and I go, hey, I'm just going to tell you right now because I wish someone said this to me. on average, 90% of your job's going to be like meh, and 10% is going to be like
Sure.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you go into it and you're like, it's meh, you're going to miss the 10%. So it's like knowing and being aware and
Fine.
getting yourself
Sure.
to like, okay, like,
Yeah.
and focusing on the 10% and being like, and it's really that thing of like where your energy is. People are going to either want to be around you, work with you, cheer for you, be, like be a champion for you, or they're not.
Yeah.
And how many
Yeah.
people have we been around, or you can even feel it in you like feel, and everyone melts down, and that's fine. And I'm not saying like we're all there again, 51%, but it's
Mhm.
like being, oh, Rufus is like,
Dog.
oh, well, tell
Being
me
what?
more. Sorry. But being in that mode where you're like, I am choosing the good. Because it's that whole thing. If you have days, if you're having multiple bad days, change something. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a big change. Well, I'm
Yeah.
talking about like 10 seconds to like, how long is the song? 2.5 minutes, whatever it takes for you to get that mood
Just
and
appreciate.
pepper it through
Yeah.
your day. Like pack
Yeah.
something in your lunch,
Well,
take yourself to lunch, or cook the dinner that brings you joy. And you're like, everyone loves and you have fun doing, and listen to music while you do those little things that call your friend that lights you up. There's so many things, and you just pepper in like 3 a day, 5 a day, whatever you're needing.
yeah, and I think a little bit of too, like, is you could be in some bad situations or hard
Yeah.
situations, and then think about what that situation is providing you to then go do something else. So,
Yeah.
like, when I was working in that difficult situation, it was like, oh, but I still continue to put a roof and feed my family, and like it will end. And then the immediate people that I worked with were amazing, and then the
Yeah.
outcome of that was really awesome.
Really
So,
awesome.
so
Because,
sometimes it's just a hard
and that,
situation with a wonderful outcome if you can
yeah.
see through the muck to find, the light, I
And
guess.
what's
So to
great
speak.
is that you are on your show now with awesome people on your
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
because of that show, because
Yeah.
they met you on it and they're
Yeah.
like, this guy's awesome. And if you were in this sucks, I hate this show, I want to get
Sure.
through it,
Sure.
they wouldn't want you because they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's like
Yeah.
grumpy and he's hating the show. Why would we want him to run our show? So it's so, I just, I like cannot preach it enough because I have to do it all day long. And I just really believe that we can change our perspective, change our days so easily
Yeah.
to like have better days, and that's what we want to have. And again, really kind of look at your life and be like, what can I inject here? Like silly easy things. Good coffee, good song, gratitude first, walk up song. Like those are big
Yeah,
things.
just controlling the what you're putting in. Just like how like a good diet, you can still have donuts and candy and fun stuff, but then make sure that the balance is more good. So then
Right.
just think about what you're saying to yourself and how you're perceiving situations. And if you think of it in a positive way, more often than not,
And if you're choosing
your
to
day is
listen,
1% more positive than
if you're
shit.
choosing to listen to this podcast, you obviously want joy in your life. And you obviously want to have a good life, right? Like you're
You could
taking
also compare your wonderful life to our life and be like, wow, we're doing great.
no, but yes, but in this part, I feel like we're doing good, and we have.
Yeah, we would do fine. Good.
But I
choice.
do think that if you are even listening to podcasts, you want more expansion in life, you want more good, and share it with a friend. Share this podcast with a friend that you're like, hey, they've been having a hard time lately. Like it's these little things. It's like we want to overcomplicate, or we want to pay people tons of money, and because we feel like that's gonna get us
Yeah, it's
there.
pretty
It's
simple.
really simple,
Yeah.
and it's really these tiny shifts, and it's
You
that.
want some coaching? Be nice to yourself.
Yeah, be nice to
Period.
yourself.
Just start
And
there. Give
feel,
yourself some grace,
yeah.
and life is going to start getting a little bit easier.
And feel grateful that you took the time for yourself today and listened to this, even if it's on 1.5 speed or whatever. We're talking really, really fast. We're
We
missing
talk
you.
fast as
Yes.
is. So I was
Yes.
envisioning what 1.5 would be like 2.
Yes. But I am very grateful to everyone that listens. I'm grateful for all the feedback. I'm grateful for you taking this time for yourself. And I'm super grateful to be doing this with you, babe.
Boom.
I love it.
Me too. Love you.
If you loved hanging out with us, hit that follow button and share this episode with someone who could use a little midlife magic. Now go rock the rest of your day.